HBAR's tech is 5 years ahead of Ethereum, seriously. Ethereum maxis won't want to hear this, but the tech behind Hedera might be 5 years ahead. No miners. No congestion. No outrageous gas fees. Just pure speed, scale, and real enterprise use cases. This isn't just another layer 1. This could be the future backbone of the internet. While Ethereum is still battling with layer 2 fragmentation and rollup drama, HBAR is flying under the radar, quietly solving problems at a scale most chains can't even dream of. Finality in seconds. Microscopic fees. A network that doesn't buckle under load. And it's not just theoretical, major companies are already building on it. And here's the kicker, no hype cycle. No cult-like following. Just raw, bleeding-edge tech powering some of the most important infrastructure projects in the world. HBAR isn't just fast, it's revolutionary. And today, we're going to show you why this tech might be the most slept on in crypto. Let me prove it. Welcome back to Crypto Wonderworld, the only channel that goes deep into the real tech and the hidden gems powering the next crypto wave. If you're tired of overpriced gas fees, endless congestion, and overhyped chains, hit that subscribe button. We're not here to shill. We're here to break down what actually works, and today we're diving into HBAR. Yes, HBAR, the coin most of crypto Twitter forgot, but the one quietly being adopted by Google, IBM, and a dozen other Fortune 500s. This might just be the most underrated, over-engineered, institutionally backed coin in all of crypto. Let's get into it. Hashgraph versus blockchain. Let's start with the core. Hedera doesn't even use blockchain. Instead, it uses something called Hashgraph, a directed acyclic graph or digi. This isn't just a rebrand or some fancy buzzword. This is a complete rethink of how distributed consensus should work. Blockchain chains one block after another, right? That's inherently linear and slow. Every block needs to be confirmed, and everyone's fighting to get into the next one. Congestion builds, gas fees skyrocket, and the whole network starts to crawl. Hashgraph? It flips that model on its head. It uses a gossip about gossip protocol. That means each node shares information with random other nodes, and they do the same exponentially. And here's where it gets wild. Each message includes a history of who talked to who and when. This creates a web of interlinked time-stamped data that allows the network to reach consensus without mining, waiting, or bottlenecking. The result? No miners. So no wasteful energy consumption. No leaders. So no bottlenecks. No forks. So no accidental chain splits or wasted transactions. Finality in literally a few seconds. And the security? It's next level. Hashgraph is asynchronous Byzantine fault tolerant. That's a mouthful, but it basically means it's one of the most secure distributed systems in existence. It can keep functioning correctly even if some nodes fail, go offline, or even act maliciously. This isn't just another consensus algorithm. It's a different dimension of performance and trust. And it's why, when you look at HBAR under the hood, it doesn't just compete with blockchain, it leaves it behind. Let's talk numbers. Transactions per second? Ethereum averages around 30. Hedera? It can hit 10,000 plus TPS. And that's without needing layer 2 solutions or sharding tricks. Finality? Ethereum can take minutes depending on congestion. Hedera finalizes in 3 to 5 seconds flat. Fees? On Ethereum, you might pay $5 to $50 just to send a token. On Hedera? You're paying fractions of a cent and it's stable, no wild spikes. Energy use? One HBAR transaction burns just 0.00017 kilowatt hours. That's less than a single Google search. Compare that to Bitcoin or Ethereum pre-merge, and it's night and day. Now think about scale. Ethereum needs layer 2s like Arbitrum, Optimism, zk-Sync just to stay usable. That adds complexity, delays, bridges, and security risks. Hedera doesn't outsource scalability. It's built in. No rollups. No hacks on bridges. No fragmented liquidity. Just one sleek, efficient layer that handles it all. And while Ethereum still struggles with MEV front-running and reorgs, Hedera's architecture makes those problems basically non-existent. This isn't just faster. It's cleaner, cheaper, greener, and smoother by design. Enterprise adoption, real receipts. Let's be real, a lot of crypto chains talk big. Hedera? It delivers. With partners. HBAR is governed by a council, but not just any council. We're talking about Google, IBM, Boeing, Dell, LG, Nomura, Deutsche Telekom, and more. And this isn't just partnerships in name. These giants run actual nodes on the Hedera network. They validate transactions. They shape governance. They're actively involved in steering the protocol, not just slapping their logo on the website. What are they building? Supply chain systems to track and trace products with full transparency. Tokenized carbon credits to help companies meet ESG goals and automate compliance. Verifiable credentials for identity, education, and workforce verification. Micropayments at scale, enabling real-time streaming payments for content, IoT, and more. And it's not just enterprise fluff. The UCL Center for Blockchain Technologies has praised Hedera for its throughput and governance model. Meanwhile, Avery Dennison, one of the largest global packaging companies, is using Hedera to verify product provenance. HBAR is becoming the silent engine behind real-world blockchain use, outside the hype bubble. While other chains compete for meme coin dominance, Hedera is quietly embedding itself into the infrastructure of tomorrow. Smart Contracts 2.0. HBAR had a slow start with smart contracts. We won't sugarcoat that. For a while, it lagged behind the DeFi wave, with limited tooling and no EVM support. But that changed fast. With the Hedera Smart Contract 2.0 update, they dropped the biggest game changer: full EVM compatibility. That means Solidity developers, the ones already building on Ethereum, can deploy straight onto Hedera without rewriting code. It's like flipping a switch, all the power of Ethereum, but on a faster, cheaper, cleaner network. And it's not just theoretical. With tools like Hashport, bridging assets across chains, SaucerSwap, a native DX, and HeliSwap, multi-chain liquidity, Hedera now has a growing DeFi stack, with dramatically lower friction. Add to that upcoming improvements in performance and smart contract customization, and you've got a platform that's not just catching up, it's poised to leap ahead. This is smart contract tech that just works, with speed, scale, and stability baked in. HBAR versus ETH, the trade-off debate. Let's address the elephant in the room. Is HBAR better than ETH? Well, it depends what you want. Ethereum is the most battle-tested, decentralized smart contract platform on Earth. It's permissionless. It's secure. It has the deepest liquidity and the largest developer base. But it's also congested, expensive, and slow unless you're using rollups or L2S, which add complexity and fragment the user experience. Hedera, on the other hand, is blazing fast, energy efficient, and enterprise-ready right out of the box. It's governed by a curated council of trusted global entities, so while it's not fully decentralized in the same way, it's also far less chaotic. And its consensus mechanism? Mathematically provable and inherently secure, asynchronous Byzantine fault tolerance puts it in a league of its own for reliability. So no, HBAR isn't trying to kill ETH. It's not trying to fork it, outmarket it, or fight for retail mindshare. It's building an alternative path forward. One built for regulated markets, real-world use, and institutional trust. If Ethereum is the Wild West of DeFi, Hedera is the high-speed rail quietly laying track through the global economy. HBAR is not your typical crypto project. It's not some hype-driven meme or flash-in-the-pan token chasing quick gains. This is a finely tuned, institutionally backed protocol built on futuristic technology and engineered for real-world adoption, the kind of adoption that moves markets quietly but powerfully. Ethereum will always be a cornerstone of crypto, the OG smart contract powerhouse, the home of DeFi and NFTs. But Hedera? Hedera might just be quietly laying down the foundation for something way bigger. A scalable, secure, and efficient network that enterprises can trust to build the future on. So, here's the question. Do you think HBAR is genuinely 5 years ahead of Ethereum? Or is it a sleeping giant still waiting for the world to wake up to its potential? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear your take. If you learned something new today, smash that like button to help spread the word. And if you want more deep dives into the tech shaping crypto's future, no fluff, just real alpha, don't forget to subscribe. This is Crypto Wonderworld, where the real crypto alpha lives, and the future gets decoded one video at a time.